We're about to do a rinseless wash. We're going to use a premium microfiber towel
and one of these premium grid rinseless sponges.
So you'll be able to decide which one you think is better. We think we know which one is better.
Or is any of them better?
What we have is we have 3 gallons of water in each bucket. We have exactly 2 ounces of Slick X rinseless wash because you only need 1 ounce per gallon. And so we're going to pour those in and then we're going to stir those up. And I'm just going to use my grit guard just to mix that a little bit. Oh, that smells great. Okay, we're ready. And then I'm going to throw my towels in, let them soak. And I already have a little bit of rinseless left from a previous job, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. It's 256 to 1 as well.
I'm just going to go ahead and use what's in the wash bucket. This is probably the best way if you have, issues figuring out your proper dilution ratios. Just fill up your wash bucket and then just fill your sprayer right from your bucket. That way you don't have to do any math in your head. It's already diluted just how you need it.
Okay, we're going to pump these up until they burp. It's a real light burp. Good thing about these, you get these pumped up and you don't have to keep repumping as you do your rinseless wash. All right, let's get to the showdown. He's gonna do that half, I'm gonna do this half. We like to start on the top first, and then I allow for a little bit of overspray. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that hood too so we can get that emulsifying and encapsulating that hood as well. We're under a little bit better controlled conditions in here, so we're not worried about dry spots.
If you're outside in the sun, you might not want to spray your whole car, but if you're a detailer or someone inside their garage, it's not too hot, you can probably get away with spraying your whole car.
Absolutely, good point. All right. And microfiber. Premium microfiber. You don't want to be doing this with a normal microfiber towel because it just doesn't have the plushness so that it can capture the dirt and pull it away from the car surface. Okay, now I'm on to another. I just flip my towel. And as I always say, when you're doing glass, it's easy, it's fun. And this is where you can actually practice your wiping technique as well. All right, I got one more clean set there.
And with these sponges, once you've done a couple passes on each side, go ahead, kind of just press it into your grit guard, squeeze it out. Remember, when you're doing this, you don't need it soaking wet when you're going back to your paint. You definitely want it wet, a couple of drips coming out of there. But you don't need a whole river coming out of your sponge when you're going and doing your wipes. When you do these, remember, just in straight motions, back and forth. Don't need a swirl. Again, if you're on glass, you can get away with a couple more swipes than you could obviously on your body panel paint. Not too worried about, scratching your glass up, obviously, but, for example, like this panel right here, will come. You can do this whole panel probably just about on one side, unless your paint was really dirty, but here, we're probably all right.
I'm moving a little bit faster because, again, I can flip my towel. I don't have to redunk or anything. I just flip my towel. Now, I'm just only doing this top surface like that. And so I've pretty much, right? So I've got that side, but I have this whole interior to do, right, that I can use. But I'm going to go ahead and dry what I started. I've already done my hood. I've already done the windshield. I've already done the roof, back window, and here on my trunk. So I'm just going to my window, right? Doesn't matter which side you start with. Right? I just flip just like that. All right, gray, red, red. And you'll notice something about the Hercules towel. I'm not needing to scrub. I am just literally just flipping and dragging the towel. That's it. That's the beauty. And it's not going to, it is going to be a streakless finish. I don't have to buff it. Just Slick X does what it's supposed to do. Okay. Now I have 2 panels that I can do there. And I'm just going to start here. We're going to do the wheels later. So, and because, again, I'm in controlled conditions, if I was outside, I'd probably do 1 or 2 panels at a time if it was hot, right? But I'm just going to go ahead and hit the whole thing. Just doing my half. Caden's doing his half. Let me hit this bottom panel. I love doing windows because they're so easy. Start high, work low, simply because the lighter dirt's on top, reduces the opportunity for marring or introducing light scratches. Checking my towel. Okay, so I know when I get down to that, I know I have that right there left to finish this side. Okay? And I'm not having to wipe hard at all, just holding, just really just balancing my towel is it. Okay? So take a look at that. Now, something I want to point out to you, that's why you want to use plush microfiber towels like our luxury microfiber towel here. And here, you can see I've already used this part here, but that's the beauty of Slick X. It emulsified all that dirt, it encapsulated, and emulsified. It looks like I could reuse that again, but don't reuse that, okay? That towel is spent, so I'm gonna put that on my cart here, and I'm just gonna start to dry this.
And so the nice thing with these sponges are, right, they're ribbed. They've got this kind of grid pattern cut into the top, which allows, as you kind of slide across the panel, right, see how that grid opens up, which means my dirt is kind of going up in between these little squares, which keeps it off of the face of the sponge, which just gives you a little bit of a safer wash. And again, remember, when you're doing this, right, you don't need to apply any pressure. You shouldn't be applying pressure. Just doing back and forth. You're just holding the sponge just literally just against the paint. That is all you are doing. Definitely always going to be really dirty down, you know, towards the rockers of your car. But we'll flip the sponge. Go to the next panel. Just nice. And back and forth. Now, if you've got really tough spots, like almost looks like kind of right here, there's kind of almost some tar or something almost like sticky on the car. If you're doing a Rinseless or a Slick X, something like that, don't go trying to scrub that as hard as you can. You know, maybe try getting in there, giving it another spray with your Rinseless solution, let it sit, and then try wiping it. If that doesn't work and it is something, you know, kind of like road tar, your best bet is probably just getting, you know, a little bit heavy remover, you know, specifically made for, you know, tar or stuff like that. That way you don't go scratching up your paint trying to scrub it off. And squeeze it, leave it a little wet. And just back and forth.
That's a good point about the tar removal, because Slick X incredible, but it's not magic, right? It's just great science. And so when you're trying to attack those tar or bugs that won't come off, yeah, you definitely want to, as Caden said, you want to go ahead and hit that again and let it emulsify it, soften it up, and then go for it. Now I'm going to re-hit my back end here because I'm really done. Just get myself a little bit more on that. And you can see that already. So I'm just gonna flip that. All I have is that left. So I'm gonna flip that and I've got all clean. I've already done that. I've already done that part there.
You know, I should mention, you can also use, your typical noodle wash mitts or, those more stringy wash mitts. You can use those too for a rinseless wash.
That's true.
Not my preference to use those, but they can be used in a similar way to how I'm using the sponge.
All right. And with that, I'm just going to take my Hercules towel because the chemical's already done the work. It's already cleaned the car. It's already removed everything off of the vehicle that could potentially harm the paint. Okay, so you can see very easy process and really a quick process. And just show you just how simple it is and just really how powerful Slick X really is. And we have some other demos coming up showing us doing some work on an engine using Slick X. So we have that to show you and some interior shots as well utilizing, but look at that. That's what a premium microfiber towel. Again, you don't want to use your, going to the store and getting some standard pile microfiber towel. You want something that's forgiving and that captures the dirt. And there's no better example of that than what I showed you all. So you can see this again. This has been sitting for a while. Look at both sides. Remember how dirty? Look at that thing, man. It just starts to emulsify all of that. And it's good. And so my side's done. I mean, I'm done. Are you still going over there?
My side is all done over here as well. It's a super easy process, guys. As long as you watch a video too, like this one, and don't be afraid to use a rinseless wash on your car.
So we finished this up, and I really just want to point out some things here about what's going on with these buckets. So first of all, this is the sponge bucket, and you can take a look at the water there. This is done with the microfiber towel. Okay? Now, something very obvious is, which one can you reuse again? Yeah, obviously the microfiber towel. Now, the thing, and it's not just a microfiber towel, okay? So, because you can't just use any old microfiber towel if you care about your car. You want something that's plush like that, so that when it's on the surface of the vehicle, it's taking that encapsulated dirt and embedding it in here, deeper into here, right? So it's trapping it and removing it from the car. And then I just switch and move panels, as you saw that I did on the video there. So having that plush microfiber towel makes it easier to work with, makes it safer to work with when you're utilizing it. Now the sponge, what would you say?
Yeah, guys, when it comes down to it, is one option necessarily safer than the other? Well, I don't know. I think they're both going to be about the same in terms of safeness. Now, as you can see, this again has those grid-like openings there cut into the top of the sponge. That way, as you go across the panel, just like I'm doing here, right, it's opening up, my dirt's going inside. Now, the big main thing is, which is better? Well, I think it comes down to preference. Obviously, this water is super dirty, right? So when you are going back and you're cleaning your car with this, right, I squeeze it in here, wring it out, I go back to my car paint with that. Yeah, technically you could say this water is dirty and this is clean. Maybe this is your complete safest option, but you gotta remember, Slick X, this is what it's meant to do, right? It has those emulsifying properties in it, so using the sponge method on your car is 100% still safe. You're not going to scratch your paint because the dirt is being broken down by the ingredients inside of this Slick X, along with our SiO2s in there to keep it very, very lubricated on the surface. You're perfectly safe using the sponge. Now, as far as what might be better after the fact, well, as Daryl said there, this is perfectly clean. You can go and reuse this on another car if you've got two you're doing. Or another thing you can do, I do it sometimes, I throw in my microfiber towels in the clean water right here. that I use to clean the inside of my car, because that is still diluted well enough to you can use that to actually clean the inside of your car, which is super, super nice. I'm not gonna go clean the inside of my car with this dirty water. You maybe could, I just wouldn't do that. So that's what makes it really nice. You can really, reuse that water, really cost effective. Now, again, we want you to buy as much of this stuff as possible, but this is just the science of it. And maybe using the towel method, it ends up being just a little bit better because you can reuse that water if you want. Again, though,
yeah, my cost per use is down, right?
Yeah, it's going to be way cheaper using that, even though you're only using 2-3 capfuls per wash. But
let me ask you, Caden. So if you had a pair of sunglasses or just eyeglasses, which one would you wash your glasses with? Which one?
I would definitely. Everyone's going to say you're going to use the clean water, right?
Yeah. But this did its job. Both did their job. It emulsified, encapsulated, took the big particles down to the bottom, right? So they both did the same thing. So again, both safe ways. It's just on a cost per use basis. Would you say this is?
You're gonna definitely get more uses using the towel method. Now, given you will have to wash a bunch of towels, right? Maybe a little inconvenient for you. If it's not, this might be just the way to go.
Yeah, we kind of wait till we get through about 6 or 12 of these,
yeah,
and then put them all in the washer
here at the shop
at the same time. So if you only have 3, yeah, but you can and you want to wash these by themselves with their own towel so you don't get them contaminated. So anyway, and the other thing is, you guys saw, and I don't know if I mentioned this, we finished about the same time, didn't we?
Yep.
So speed-wise, well, you're going to get the same results speed-wise. So it really comes down to, as you said, Caden, comes down to personal preference, whatever that you like. So make sure that you hit us in the comments and let us know what method you like. We haven't talked about a 2-bucket system. We have videos coming up talking about that. We'll talk about how to clean tires, engine, all using Slick X. So all that coming up real soon. Make sure you hit us in the comments. Give us a like. That's always helps us on YouTube. And also, well, get yourself some Slick X. And if you want to run your own experiment, get yourself a couple of these clear buckets on our website and to help you out. So thanks for being with us. We'll catch you on the next Chat and Clean.